My mom was a professional dancer. She did ballroom dancing and, back in the 40s and 50s. My mom was a piano player. She would sit in and play for Dean Martin when his pianist was out. Mom was always there to support me. My mom was amazing. She took the COVID vaccination on February 16th. She dropped dead less than 24 hours later. So just over 2 years ago, my mom was living on her own, 86 years old, independent, driving. I mean, heck, she had her annual checkup. She never took any drugs, was on no medication, didn't have high blood pressure. As she got older, the arthritis started being more challenging for her. We knew at this point, with her starting to fall potentially, that it might be a good idea for her to live closer to me. So we were able to move her to assisted living, like 2 minutes from my house. So it's awesome. We were going places, going to events, took her to church with me until 2020. COVID hits. Luckily enough, I was able to still see her at the facility she was at. A lot of times I would drive by, we would wave, we would sing to her, we'd play music from her balcony on the 3rd floor. But I was able to get her out every now and then. And on January 14th, I get the call. My mom tested positive for COVID. Okay, a little nervous. 88 years old, her oxygen levels never got below where they needed to be at. She had a slightly elevated fever, slight, for like 2 days. Loss of appetite, she was a little tired, so she tested negative on January 31st. Golden. I don't know if my mom felt pressured about getting the vaccine. Maybe brainwash might be a better word for it, because we see it everywhere we go. It's on every news channel, it's on commercials, it's on TV shows, it's on signs, it's in restaurants, it's in stores. It is inundating us. And she kept saying, well, they tell me I should get the COVID vaccine because I could go back to living my life again and get out and go around. And so February 16th, it's a Tuesday. She gets the vaccine around 11, 12. I go over and pick her up. I wanted to make sure she didn't have any arm pain or any swelling or any redness. Good to go. Okay, what do you want to do this weekend? We're excited. Call her that night at 9:30. Mom, I love you. Good night. Wednesday morning comes around. If I get a phone call at about 11:30, it's one of the directors over at the assisted living. Marty, call and tell your mom died. Got there, the cops are there, it's a scene. I go up, I'm what's going on, what happened. They went in to, bring her lunch at about 11:30, 12, and they found her dead on the ground. Cop said, well, what do you want to do to the body? He says, I have the medical examiner on the phone. I said, tell the medical examiner that we want an autopsy. Medical examiner refuses, and her doctor's very confused. He says, this is very strange. She talked to the staff Wednesday morning. She was complaining of nothing. He says she's not on any medication, she's not on any drugs. The doctor told the medical examination that he wants an autopsy. Didn't matter what her doctor thought, even though he's been the one that's been seeing her. So we decided, the family, that we're gonna get an autopsy. And here's the facts, here's the science. Didn't have a heart attack, didn't have a stroke, didn't have an aneurysm, didn't have cancer. Then we get the death certificate. Here it is. And I will read it to you. Quote unquote, reason, immediate cause of death, adult failure to thrive, cardiac failure. So that's confusing to me because we then took the cells and had them sent to a specialist. And that specialist sent back the results to the pathologist. And the pathologist, I have a VAERS report. This is what the pathologist sent to the Federal Drug Administration. And it says that her death was an adverse reaction to the COVID vaccine. Well, here it is. So the pathologist was very confused. He thinks this is a very rare case because it says in here, the immediate cause of death was in fact liver failure. I'm not an expert, but I can certainly read. Immediate liver failure. And here's the medical records I have. I have them all. My mom has never had any liver problems in her life. Nothing. Mom was healthy at 88, didn't take any medication, which is unheard of for an 88-year-old person. My mom and I hiking. Yesterday was my birthday. Would have been cool if I could talk to her. Just called her.